Okay. If anyone out there, the diehard fans of me, which thank you for being a diehard fan, if you really want me to review Going in Style and the Smurfs, I might do it. I've seen Going in Style, so I might review it. I've seen the Smurfs, I might review it. But listen here. Every once in a while, there's a Netflix show that comes on Netflix, and I just want to talk about it. Like, I gotta talk about it. And this is that show. Because I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning watching the whole show all day yesterday. It's spring break, so I can do whatever I want now. So basically, we have to talk about this show and why it's so impactful and why everyone in my school is talking about it, and let's talk about this show. 13 Reasons Why. This is a new Netflix show that has came to Netflix. It's a Netflix original show, and this is actually based off a book that I actually read in 8th grade. Because you know, like, you know when you have the English teacher or whatever, and you get like a book, whatever, you have to read it for like a project, or like an essay, or just something more important, like just to read a boring book. Well, these are, you always get that one book that's actually good. This was that book. We actually read 13 Reasons Why in school, whatever, in middle school. It was a long time ago since I read it, so I really don't remember everything that happens. But watching the show, it kind of like and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. So yeah, I really read the book a long time ago, so I watching the show kind of like, okay, I remember this book. And then it came out a week ago, and there was little burrings at my school. Like, people were starting to talk about, like, you need to watch the show, you need to watch the show. And literally by the end of the week, there was at least 5 people in each of my class period talking about the show, and it was growing. So I wanted to watch it, and before I get spoiled, and so I watched it, and now I'm just like, give me everything season 2 or not. Because honestly, after watching this first season, I've heard there's might be a season 2. Honestly, I don't want a season 2. I want it to be left open. Okay, by the way, this review will not contain any spoilers, I promise. So let's talk about the show. 13 Reasons Why. The main story is this kid named Clay Jensen, who's played by the kid from Goosebumps and Prisoners, who killed it in this show. We'll get to him. He's a guy named Clay, whatever, and one of his best friends named Hannah Baker committed suicide. And so everyone's depressed, whatever, he's sad, and then he gets these tapes, these 13 tapes, whatever, and on the tapes is her recording before she died, and each tape is a reason why she committed suicide because of each different person. And it was traveled from one person to the next. And he gets everyone who's watched tapes before him knows about the tapes, knows who's on the tape, and knows their reasons why they made her commit suicide. And it's kind of like a mystery of like why they did this thing, and you don't know why Clay did it, because Clay is like his best friend. They were best friends, they liked each other, and he was confused why he's on these tapes, and the whole show is building up to that, and this court case, and more stuff, and it gets into assault, and it gets dark and gritty. And I have to say this right now. If you don't want to be depressed, don't watch this show. This show is completely depressing, and it nailed it. The tone and the characters and the story are so great that you cannot stop watching this show. I most people, when I watch Netflix, I watch one episode, maybe 3 or something like that, and I spread it out because I want to like process what happened. Again, I was up till 5 o'clock watching from like episode 4 all the way up to the finale last night. I couldn't stop watching it. I actually am really tired. But either way, I can't tell you guys enough to watch this show. Literally everything about the show. I can't say anything bad about the show. Anything, honestly. Like, the main girl who plays Hannah Baker. Oh my gosh, she was perfect. And she was really pretty, and I like her a lot. And she's Australian in real life. Either way, she did a great job as Hannah Baker. They needed the perfect casting. If the casting didn't work in this show, the whole thing would have failed. But the girl who plays Hannah Baker nails it. The kid from Goosebumps and Prisoners who plays Clay, he did a great job. Their relationship felt so real, and that is why it's so depressing, because you know she's dead, and you feel so bad for Clay. And Clay's going through a lot. His mom is a lawyer, and she's going to take the court case of this, like the whole lawsuit against the parents, against the Baker's mom and dad, who have like a little pharmacy, whatever, and they might get like all their stuff lost because they're suing the school because this girl committed suicide and no one helped her. And these tapes are the core thing. These little tapes are the reason why all this stuff is happening, because everyone who watched the tapes are completely douchebags. Like, literally this kid named Justin who did something to her or whatever, and then all his group friends, like there's like 8 of them, they all are ganging up on Clay, and you better not release those tapes. You better not tell anyone about those tapes. And then each tape, it grows and grows and grows and grows until Clay can't take it anymore, and it is getting crazy, and everything gets really dark in the last like 5 episodes. When you get to the party, Jessica's party, episode 9, I think, episode 9 up to the finale, literally each episode is like boom, 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 boom. Like, it is just dark and crazy and everything. All the acting was great from the mom and dad. And what I really like about the show is every character and everything mattered. Nothing was filler. There was not a single moment of filler. Every dialogue, every scene meant something, and it came back at the very end. Something that's happened in the very beginning might come back in the very end. Everything mattered, and that is great storytelling and great everything. The cinematography in this show is absolutely great. I love it when they go back in time, whatever. The editing for going back in time, whatever, was really good. Like, the camera would, like, it'd be facing Clay, whatever, and it would turn, and it would go into, like, a brighter, like, past, whatever, and I really like how they did it with the color pattern, or whatever. And the editing for the future and the past was really cool. When you go back in the past, whatever, and you get to see Hannah Baker and what happened and how she dealt with it. The editing was perfect. The directing was perfect. Each episode was directed very good. And the first 2 episodes are directed by the guy who did Spotlight. That's great. And honestly, he did a great job. And this show is executive produced by Selena Gomez. I would have never thought that, but it is. And good executive producing, because you made a really good show. But overall, each character is great. The acting is great, especially he plays Tony. Tony's like the unhelpful Yoda. They do say that in the show, whatever. But who plays Tony, he was a really interesting character, and I really liked Tony, whatever, by the end of the show. The guy who plays Justin was really good. The guy who plays Bryce is really good. Who plays Jessica, Courtney, Alex, all these characters matter, and you cared for them or you hated them, and it all came to a big head in an epic finale. I thought that the finale was really sad. I'm not going to spoil it, of course, but it does lead up to her death, whatever. You get to see what happened, and I did cringe a little bit because I'm not a big fan of veins, so I'm not going to say anything there, but either way, I'm just going to leave it there. Overall, if you've not watched 13 Reasons Why, I highly recommend it. The acting's good. The story is great. The storytelling, how it was told, is really good. The music's really good. The directing's really good. Every character you love, the characters are great. The story is great. The show is great. And if they do make a season 2, they better have a really good reason, because after watching season 1, I feel like it's a perfect ending. There's a few things left open that I'm like, what about that and that? But that's okay. I can live with that. But season 1 of of 13 Reasons Why it's just an awesome show, and I think you definitely need to watch it. If you're in high schooler and you are going through depression, this is a show you should watch. I'm not depressed at all. I don't do like any of the stuff, whatever. But if you are, this is a perfect show to help you, and it hits the message home at the very end, telling everyone, hey, if you need help, just talk to somebody. And that's a great message, whatever. I really like that. Again, the show was great. I couldn't stop watching it. Of course, I'm gonna give this show an A+. I really can't think of any episode I was either bored or like filler or anything. Each episode felt important, and everything led to a really good finale. Overall, I think you need to watch the show, and please, Hannah Baker, whoever plays her, call me. I'll be there for you because you're super pretty and I really like your Australian accent. Either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.